Welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales, the place where we call out the royal double standards, media hypocrisy, and stand firmly in defence of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. I'm Adrian, and today we're talking about Prince Harry's first official response to the so-called Sentebale Scandal. The media tried to paint this as some kind of smoking gun, but as always, the truth tells a very different story. Prince Harry just broke his silence, and let's just say he's not playing nice. Let's get into it. Let's quiet our minds and listen. The world is a storm of voices, each one louder than the last. But truth is often quiet, waiting to be heard beneath the noise. Today I want to share a story caught in this storm, a story of Prince Harry, a promise, and a charity called Sentebale. Headlines have twisted this tale, painting villains where there are none, and missing the real story. This isn't just about royalty or scandal. It's about integrity and the courage to stand by your principles. It's about the quiet work of helping others, and how that work can be threatened by both corruption and attack. We'll look at the facts, not the fiction, the good done, the wrong that occurred, and the brave response that followed. So let's begin. Let's journey through the noise and find the simple, clear truth. This is not just Prince Harry's story. It's for anyone who's tried to do good in a world that isn't always kind. The most important battles are fought with honesty and a steady heart. The wind carries many tales, but the ones that endure are rooted in truth. Let's listen for that truth now, together, and see what we can learn from its quiet, resilient song. To understand this story, we must first understand Sentebale. Sentebale means forget-me-not. A promise made by Prince Harry and Prince Seso to the children of Lesotho. Founded in 2006, it was a response to the HIV/AIDS epidemic that left many children orphaned. Sentebale became their lifeline, offering care, education and hope. Prince Harry wasn't a distant figurehead. He worked on the ground, driven by his own loss and his mother's legacy. He played with the children, listened to their stories, and used his platform to amplify their voices. Sentebale is proof that compassion paired with action can change lives. Over the years, it's expanded to help young people in Lesotho and Botswana. The charity has saved lives and given countless children a future. This is the heart of the matter, the good work that forms the backdrop to the scandal. Remember, Sentebale was built on love and a genuine desire to help the most vulnerable. That truth matters. Every good cause can be threatened by greed. In 2025, an internal audit at Sentebale uncovered a deliberate misuse of funds. The investigation traced the misconduct of the chairwoman of the board, a respected figure who betrayed the charity's trust. She diverted money meant for children, clinics and support, using it for personal gain. This was a profound betrayal of donors and, most importantly, the children. The investigation confirmed Prince Harry had no involvement. He was a founding patron, not involved in daily management or finances. The chairwoman acted alone, exploiting her authority to conceal her actions. The discovery devastated the staff and volunteers, but their priority was clear: protect the charity and its mission. They moved quickly to secure Sentebale's future. The focus remained on the children and the vital work ahead. As Sentebale worked to heal, the story broke into the wider world, and the narrative twisted. Instead of focusing on the real perpetrator, headlines latched onto Prince Harry's name. The story became Scandal at Prince Harry's charity, not Chairwoman defrauds children's charity. Media reports used insinuation, linking Harry to the wrongdoing despite his lack of involvement. They implied chaos and mismanagement, ignoring the facts. The charity itself discovered the fraud, and Harry was not responsible for oversight. Old criticisms were dredged up, woven into this new story. The real scandal, the theft of funds, was buried under personal attacks. This is a classic tactic: repeat a name next to a bad word and let the public connect the dots. By associating Harry's name with the crime, the media stained his reputation without direct lies. The truth was lost in the noise. The real story was about a criminal betrayal, not a royal failure. The media's narrative served their agenda, not the facts, and the public was left with a distorted view. In the face of this storm, many would have retreated into silence. Prince Harry chose a different path: clarity and conviction. He released a personal statement, not with anger, but with honesty and focus on what mattered: the charity and its mission. He expressed sadness over the betrayal and called for full accountability. He offered his support to the board and authorities, prioritizing justice and the charity's integrity. Harry reaffirmed his commitment to Sentebale and the children it serves. He asked the public not to let one person's actions tarnish the charity's vital work. He encouraged supporters to stand by Sentebale, turning a negative story into a call for renewed purpose. This was leadership, turning crisis into a moment of principle. The media wanted a story of failure. Instead, they got a story of integrity. Harry didn't hide or blame. He spoke the truth and protected the legacy he helped build. He acted not as a prince defending a title, but as a man defending his principles. And in doing so, he set an example for us all. This pattern of media coverage is all too familiar. Prince Harry and his wife are often held to a different standard than other public figures. There's a relentless desire to cast him in a negative light, to question his motives and undermine his work. When other organizations face issues, the focus is on facts. With Harry, it's personal. His successes are downplayed, while any misstep is magnified. Since stepping back from royal duties, the criticism has only intensified. The narrative: if you're not with us, you're against us. The media that once celebrated him now portrays him as an outcast. This shift reveals more about the media's agenda than about Harry himself. We must learn to be critical consumers of news, questioning motives and seeking facts. The campaign against Harry is a warning. Don't accept stories at face value, especially when they target those who challenge the status quo. So what's the truth in this tangled web? A good charity was betrayed by one corrupt individual. Prince Harry, whose only connection was his good name, responded with integrity and a call for justice. He stood by the charity and the children it serves. This is the heart of the story, the simple truth obscured by noise. We must defend this truth and the character of those who serve with integrity. It's easy to be swayed by criticism. It takes effort to seek facts and think for ourselves. Support the work of Sentebale and others making a difference. In the end, integrity is what we do when the world is watching and when it isn't. Let's choose to listen to the quieter voices, seek out the truth, and support those who strive to make the world better.